The thing is, though, is that when you lower the concentration a little bit, right, the drink will absorb faster. And so what we found, in the same way that you can live for weeks without food but only survive a few days without water, performance is the same way, right? Once you start to become a little bit dehydrated, your performance will immediately drop, and it's something that a lot of people aren't aware of because you're not getting the same kind of bonky or feeling that you might get when your blood glucose level drops. All right, so less calories, but you can drink more. Because you can drink more and you can stay hydrated, we've actually found that athletes get more calories through their drink because they can make it up in volume, and they're not getting that big bloated gut rot feeling, right? So drink, even though it's cold out. Pay attention to drinking, and as long as you keep up with your hydration, you'll also be getting enough calories or making up the calories. The other thing about this drink is it's got more sodium. A typical sports drink has about 100 to 150 milligrams of sodium per 500 mils. This has 310, almost double the amount of salt. Okay? We don't use table salt, though. What we found on the Pro Tour was that when we use table salt or sodium chloride, that excess chloride ion or chlorine would actually irritate their guts. So we use a salt called sodium citrate. Basically, it's a lot easier in the stomach. The citrate component can actually be used as a fuel source in something called the Krebs cycle or TCA cycle. So it actually works better as a salt. As a point of reference, in a half liter of sweat, the average person loses about 400 to 500 milligrams of sodium. So even this product is a little bit on the low side compared to regular sweat, but we're still double the average sports drink. Finally, there's no flavoring agent in the sports drink. We don't use any natural flavors or artificial sweeteners. It's flavored with 100% real fruit. So the lemons and limes. Okay. Another thing we made more of these savory rice cakes today, but we put bacon in them today.
Whoa! Everything's better with bacon.
Yeah, because a lot of people were saying I was getting the little ear in my, bacon. So they're all savory today. They're no sweet. They're all bacon, so sorry for the vegetarians. These little bad boys, depending upon the size, have anywhere from 120 to 170 calories in them. So, a little less than what you might get in a bar, but I think easier to eat. Again, same experience on the Pro Tour. When we were eating a lot of the prepackaged bars, the guys were getting that gut rot, they were getting sick. And so we actually started feeding them primarily two things. Either sushi rice with eggs and bacon, or little boiled potatoes, or tiny little sandwiches. And we found the combination of real food with hydration prevented gut rot. It was whenever we put something into us, anytime we used a gel or anything was a semi-solid, that things got screwed up. And I'll give you a little analogy. If you took a bunch of icing and you threw it in your sink and turned on the water really quickly, right, that icing has the potential to clog that sink while all that water flows over, right? And that's the bloating that you get when you take a gel or you take in a drink that's really sugary. Now, if you took, like, say, rock candy, right, or something that formed a bolus and threw it in the sink and turned on the water, that water would flow around it and it would still empty while that food digested and got actively transported. So eat your food, eat your fuel, drink your hydration, right? And that combination almost always prevents gut rot. It's whenever you try to put too many calories, and it's whenever you try to drink your fuel that we have found there are a lot of problems. So long day today. Enjoy. Be safe out there, and eat, drink. Okay?
Alan Lim, ladies.